Hello Pythonistas, welcome to Pythonista Geek channel. So today we are going to see a data type called as dictionary in Python. So what is a dictionary? Dictionary is nothing but a key value pair. Whenever you have a data and it represents a key value pair, then it can be a dictionary. The main thing is the keys are unique and you cannot duplicate any keys. If you are trying to write more than one key with the same name, then the values will be replaced but the keys will not be duplicated. That is the main thing in dictionary, guys. And dictionaries are changeable and yeah, they can be added, removed, deleted, everything can be done in a dictionary too. So yeah, moving further, first how to create a dictionary. We can fastly try to create a dictionary. Maybe I will create a dictionary for fruits. Fruits is equal to, for dictionary creation, we are going to use the curly brackets. First, I will write the key and I will put a colon. Then inside double quotes, I will write the value. Apples. The same way, put a comma to separate one particular item to the next particular item. Then the key and then colon and then the value. So this is how we can create a dictionary. A curly brackets followed by the key and the value, and each key value pair should be unique. That is the main thing. Now if I am going to print this dictionary, then it will print the whole dictionary. That's it. Can you see? One for apple and two for grapes. It is printed. That's it. So this is the basic syntax and this is how we can create a dictionary basically with the help of curly brackets separated by comma. And we can also create an empty dictionary where we can fill the values in future. So empty dictionary is nothing but just a curly brackets, open bracket and close bracket will form an empty dictionary, or else we can convert a dictionary, some other data type into dictionary with the help of this dict keyword, dict. So that will convert something into a dictionary. And yeah, the dict keyword also can be used like this, like dict and then open brackets, then a list of key value items, which is that particular item set should be in form of a tuple. So one will be key here, then apple will be the value here, and that is a tuple, that is one particular item in the dictionary. The same way separated by commas, there can be many items available. So these are the four methods for creating a dictionary. Now moving to adding an element in a dictionary. So if you want to add an element in a dictionary, there is no built-in functions and all for it, like in list we use append. Here what you can do is you can just write what is the name of your dictionary and then the key first. Inside square brackets write the key, or maybe I am going to add tree and the value of this particular third element I am going to give as watermelon. So now if I am printing this particular fruits, automatically this tree and watermelon will be added inside my dictionary. Can you see? Tree and watermelon is added inside my dictionary. This is how we can add elements in a dictionary. And updating also remains the same, guys. If I want to update one from apples to oranges, then what I can do? I can just write one. As I said you, since I am writing one, it will not create a duplicate element. Since already one is available, it will just replace the item which is apples to whatever item I am going to say here. So I am writing oranges now and try to run and see. Can you see apple has been replaced with oranges? This is how we can replace the item and add an item in a dictionary. So let me just make the code to be the same so that it will be useful for us. And yeah. So that's it, friends. We now learned how to add a particular item in a dictionary. Now, moving further, we are going to learn how to access some elements in a dictionary. In list, we access with the help of the index value, but dictionary is not indexed. So, we need to use the keys to access a particular element from this particular dictionary. If I want to print only the grapes, then what I should do is I should write print fruits of grapes. What is the key for grapes? Which is 2. So if I write fruits of 2, then grapes alone will be printed. Like this, we can access the elements. And there is also another way for accessing the elements, which is nothing but a for loop. So I can write for I in dictionary name. So if I am writing like this, the I will have the value of all the keys available in our dictionary. So I am going to try to print the I value here. If I am printing I and if I run and show you, can you see only the keys will be printed. If you want the values of these particular keys, then it is very simple. You can just write fruits of I, which is nothing but can easily retrieve the value. This is one way for parsing the whole elements in a dictionary. The another way is if you want the values alone without the help of key, then you can write for I in fruits dot values. So this will particularly print the values alone. If I am going to write print I will hold all the values in the dictionary. If you can see, apples, grapes and watermelons is printed. So if by default, if you want to access the key alone, you can just write the dictionary name. If you want the values alone, you can just write dot values. If you want both keys and values, then you can have for I comma j in fruits dot items. So this particular items is a function which is helping us to retrieve both key and value in form of a tuple. So I will have the keys and j will have the values. Now if I am printing I comma j, then yeah. So 1 for apples, 2 for grapes and 3 for watermelon is printed. So these are the different types of accessing the element available in a dictionary. So coming to removing an element, we can remove an element available in a dictionary with the help of the same del function. If you write del and then and name, then it will automatically remove that particular key value pair. If I am writing del of fruits of maybe 3, then this will remove the third element available in the dictionary. Let us run and see. Can you see with the keyword tree, with the key tree, which element is available? Watermelon. So watermelon is automatically deleted from this dictionary. This is a way of removing a particular element from a dictionary. There are also any other ways, which is nothing but the pop. So this pop method is used to return and delete the value of the key specified. If you are using pop item method, it removes the item which is last inserted into the dictionary. These two are the basic things we can do with the help of removing an item. Here what can we do is it will just not only remove the item, it will also return that particular item so that we can save it in a variable and we can use that particular item for future uses. Yeah, so let us try an example for pop also. So I am writing x is equal to fruits dot pop. I will just say the key to be 3 and I am going to try to print my x. Run and see. Can you see watermelon is printed, which is nothing but the element which was available in the key tree. So this is how this pop works, friends. And if you are trying to print fruits, then this watermelon will not be available inside fruits. Can you see? Because it has already popped the watermelon. If I am writing pop item, and then without any parameters, then what will this do? Let us run and see. That also will pop the last item which was added with the key value pair. If you write pop, only the value is being popped out. If you write pop item, then the whole key value pair is being popped out and it is in the form of a tuple. Now I think it is very clear, friends. So these are all the basic operations which we can do in a dictionary, and these are following methods. You have already learned what is items, pop item. Clear means which is nothing but it removes all the elements available in a dictionary. Copy will just have a copy. From keys is returns a specified key value pair from the dictionary, and get is nothing but you will get a particular keys value from the dictionary, and compare, which compares two dictionaries. Keys is nothing but it will return all the keys and value will return all the values. So these are all the basic operations which you can do with a dictionary. And if you have any doubts in dictionary, please do ask in comments or you can message me personally also. I will be very happy to help you out. And if you want to learn anything new about Python, so please do follow and please subscribe to our channel. If you have any other interesting concepts or regarding Python also, please do let me know. Let me put a video regarding that also. Okay, bye bye friends. This is Shravanti.